we don't think we're doctors. We understand that our client's time is just as valuable as ours. Maybe Mr. Jackal can meet too. Strinelli, I just got that guy halfway home. Okay, and for the record, I am not your secretary, Maxine. I'm not your assistant, Maxine. I am not even Maxine. I am Maximista, somebody who cares about you very deeply, and I'm... Could you stop doing that?
Well, I had to shut that gorgeous ship somehow. Jack, behind crack the case.
How?
Well, I scoped the guy who's been working the Michele bakery deal with the Trujillos. Now, hold on to your brim. It's none other than Junior Whack Job Johnny Z.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Keep up with the program, sweet cheeks. I moved my surveillance spot, saw Johnny Z entering the bakery. A few moments later, he emerged with a very suspicious package. Did you get them?
Coconut Blizzard as requested.
Oh, look at this. Confectious perfection.
Yeah, I never really got into the whole cute little cupcake thing.
Yeah, that's because you've never been deprived. You take life's simple pleasures for granted. At Bentonville, the food was an abomination. Dessert but a fond memory. I used to fantasize about these little morsels.
Why are you so perverse, huh? When you should be laying low, you're out blowing up warehouses and taking shots at Sonny's wife. Now that he's out of town and the organization is vulnerable, you're obsessed with these cupcakes?
Premature action spoils results.
You mind filling me in on this little sidebar you got going on? I am supposed to be running things.
All you need to know is I have several projects in development. They'll converge when the damage is best maximized.
We know for a fact my dad was on his way to see you, so is he locked in a dungeon somewhere?
Oh, I have no need to coerce Luke. He visits me by choice. We amuse each other.
Spare me the disgusting details.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to getting reacquainted with the old Luke.
So you haven't even seen him?
We've been in touch.
When? Where was he calling from?
You know, your father was breathtaking in his day. Until he got bogged down by all the tedium in his bourgeois family life. All those years. Oh, such a waste of a fine Renaissance rogue. Thank God Luke finally came to his senses.
Just tell me where my father is, please.
That won't do you any good. Luke will have moved on by the time you get there. He doesn't want to be found. Not by his children, and not by his wife.
So will you speak for Luke now?
Oh, I know him very well. Obviously better than his little girl child. Now, you should have learned this lesson from your father a long time ago. He certainly tried to teach you. The fact is, men leave. No, they're organically engineered to follow their own desires. Luke's desire was to be free and unencumbered, and he is, so let him. Go back to Port Charles and put your efforts into keeping your own man at home. Because I have no doubt in my mind that he will lie, or stray, or both, if he hasn't already.
Hey, what's up?
I wanted to tell you something.
Let me guess. You got reinstated back at jail.
Yes. Did Siobhan tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured she would. She was pretty mad.
Look, Elizabeth, I really appreciate your willingness to help with the case, but I also understand Siobhan's frustration. I mean, you were out of work all of, 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden you're back like nothing ever happened, and you need to give her some time.
You don't have to make excuses for her or defend her, and the last thing I want to do is put you in the middle, but I want you to know that I'm not going to waste my time trying to placate her. You need my help, and I'm going to give it to you.
I got your text. Something wrong with Lucky?
Not yet, but stick around.
Why? What's going on?
Lucky, he won't listen to me. He won't hear me. Whatever it is, I'm not getting through to him. And I was hoping that you might have better luck being more objective.
Yeah, I'll help in any way I can.
Lucky, the recovering addict, is investigating a prescription drug ring.
Isn't that what cops do?
You know how intense things have been for Lucky lately. And he's admitted to me that as a result of all this pressure, he's been tempted to use. This investigation's going to put Lucky directly in a path of temptation. And to make it all worse, to make Lucky's destruction complete, Elizabeth's been sniffing around. She's been making excuses to spend time with him and trying to drag him back into their particular brand of dysfunction. Maybe I'm overreacting. You tell me. Is this just not a recipe for disaster?
Well, when you add it all up, I have to say it does sound like Lucky's heading for trouble.
Robin asked me to come back and work the desk. I know I'm not ready to treat patients yet.
You know, you made a mistake. It doesn't make you murderous Nurse Weber or something.
In this way, I can prove myself incrementally.
Well, if it's a good move for you, then I support it.
Thank you. And it's good for you, too, because I can keep my eye on things and maybe gather some information for your investigation.
Yeah, I want you to be careful. I don't want you to get too involved.
Lucky, I'm in a position to help you. Just let me do it, okay?
I know, it could get dangerous.
For you. And maybe the better I can help you, the sooner you can be done with this and into something safer.
There's no such thing in police work.
You're not really comforting me.
Well, you're not comforting me. I mean, you're going into
you
this
need to
thing...
have a little faith in me. I have faith in you.
That's fair. Okay, well, at least I'll have an inside track.
Okay. So what now?
Well, I'm supposed to meet up with my old dealer on the docks in about a half an hour. And I'll make a score. And then I'll track the pills back to their point of origin, see if it leads me to GH.
Okay. Let me know if I can do anything.
That's all? That's it?
You expecting something else?
You're not going to tell me you're concerned that I'm going to use the drugs I buy?
Lucky, I told you I have faith in you.
I don't think that Lucky is actively self-destructive the way Luke is. It's more insidious. He's methodically setting himself up to fail.
Yeah, and it's creating a situation where what's most dangerous to him is right in front of him.
At a time when his defenses are down and he's less likely to fend off his demons, like Elizabeth.
It doesn't make sense. But is it possible there's another explanation?
What do you mean?
Any chance that you're just feeling threatened by the ex?
It's no secret that I loathe Elizabeth. She's the worst kind of manipulator.
No, she's always been pretty nice to me.
Well, of course she has. You're a man who might need to rescue her one day. And you're Lucky's brother. She might need you to put in a good word.
Well, I see you're not a fan.
Helpless connivers like Elizabeth give women everywhere a bad name. But Lucky's admitted to me on more than one occasion how painful and destructive that relationship was to him. And I'd like to keep him off that path if I possibly can.
Okay. All right. Well, I haven't talked to Lucky in a while, but I will give it a shot. And the Spencers can't really afford to rack up another loss.
Spinelli is on his way here with a gun.
A gun?
Yeah, but don't worry. He doesn't know how to use it.
It doesn't mean it's not going to go off.
Just play along and don't give him a reason to feel like he needs to use it, because he'll probably just end up shooting himself in the other foot.
You might tell me what the hell's going on?
Spinelli thinks Lizetta's bakery is a mob front, or whatever you call it. But it's not. Or it better not be. Look, I don't have time to explain. Can you just play along and act intimidated?
By Spinelli.
Don't hurt him.
Oh, confection abounds on all fronts. Might I tempt you?
Not in this lifetime.
That one's got the potential to be cutting-edge crazy. You really know how to attract them, don't you, Johnny boy?
Why did my place turn into a freaking cuckoo's nest?
Aha! Jacoby Ice caught your collar red-handed with the goods.
Goods? You mean baked goods?
They're just cupcakes, I think.
Yeah. Very incriminating cupcakes.
Lulu, I would assume that Dante assures you daily that you are the only woman in the world for him. That he would never cheat. He would never have to. Because he has all that he wants in one complete, compliant package.
You know, you're really starting to get on my nerves.
Don't worry, she's not getting to me.
You know, Luke was always honest about his fecklessness.
No, you know, Luke doesn't represent men as a species. He sure as hell doesn't represent me.
You're all alike.
Well, when I make a promise, I keep it.
Time will make a liar out of one of us. And it won't be me.